Always said I would know where to find love. Always thought I'd be ready and strong enough. But sometimes I just felt I could give up. But you came and you changed my whole world now. I'm somewhere I've never been before. Now I see what love means. It's so unbelievable, and I don't wanna let it go. Something so beautiful, flowing down like a waterfall. I feel like you've always been forever a part of me, and it's so unbelievable to finally be in love, somewhere I never thought I'd be. In my heart, in my head, it's so clear now. Hold my hand, you've got nothing to fear now. I was lost and you rescued me somehow. I'm alive, I'm in love, you complete me, and I've never been here before. Now I see what love means. It's so unbelievable, and I don't wanna let it go. Something so beautiful, flowing down like a waterfall. I feel like you've always been forever a part of me, and it's so unbelievable to finally be in love, somewhere I never thought I'd be. When I think of what I have and this chance I nearly lost, I can't help but break down and cry. Oh yeah, break down and cry. It's so unbelievable, and I don't wanna let it go. It's something so beautiful, flowing down like a waterfall. I feel like you've always been forever apart. There's something in your eyes. Is everything alright? You look up to the sky, you long for something more. Darling, give me your right hand. I think I understand. Follow me and you will never have to wish again. I know that after tonight you don't have to look up at the stars. No, 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 no. I know by the end of tonight you don't have to look up at the stars. And I know if the love is alright, you don't have to look up at the stars. No, 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 no. I know by the end of tonight you don't have to look up at the stars. No, 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 no. Tell me how you feel, and if I'm getting near, I'll tell you where to steer. You tell me where to steer. Da-da-da, darling, way above the clouds and high above the stars. Through the unknown black holes, no one knows where we are. But we'll return to earth and do it all over again. 'Cause I know that after tonight you don't have to look up at the stars. No, 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 I know. But again tonight you don't have to look up at the stars. And I know if the love is alright, you don't have to look up at the stars. No, 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 I know. But again tonight you don't have to look up at the stars. Come away with me, come fly away with me, just for one night. No one will ever know, no, no, no. Darling, I will leave you satisfied, forever past time. You don't have to hide, you're free to fly. I know that after tonight you don't have to look up at the stars. No, 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 I know. By the end of tonight you don't have to look up at the stars. And I know if the love is alright, you don't have to look up at the stars. No, 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 I know. By the end of tonight you don't have to look up at the stars. I know that after tonight you don't have to look up at the stars. No, 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 I know. By the end of tonight you don't have to look up at the stars. And I know if the love is alright, you don't have to look up at the stars. No, 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 I know. By the end of tonight we're looking down upon it from heaven. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, no, no, oh, na, 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 na. Yeah, 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 yeah.
I'll be your dream, I'll be your wish, I'll be your fantasy. I'll be your hope, I'll be your love, be everything that you need. I love you more with every breath, truly, madly, deeply do. I will be strong, I will be faithful, 'cause I'm counting on a new beginning, a reason for living, a deeper meaning, yeah.
From this moment, life has begun. From this moment, you are the one right beside you. It's where I belong. From this moment on. I From this moment, I have been blessed. I live only for your happiness and for your love. I give my last breath from this moment on. I give my hand to you with all my heart. I can't wait to live my life with you. I can't
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, friends and family. Thank you for being here to celebrate the wedding of David Orefici and Rebecca Ann Doreen. My name is Lisa Foster, and I am a civil marriage celebrant. Oh, by the way, you can all sit down. Who is duly authorised by law to solemnise marriages according to the law in Australia. I'd like to thank Kerry for his important role in the ceremony today, in walking his daughter down the aisle. Right now, we can only imagine how proud you are of your beautiful daughter on her wedding day. May I ask you, Kerry, do you offer your full support to David and Rebecca in their future as husband and wife?
I do.
Thank you, Kerry. You may take your seat now.
Thank you.
I'd like to officially welcome everyone to this beautiful venue at Poets Lane. It was chosen with great consideration by David and Rebecca as the perfect place to hold their special event. In many ways, it is quite like their relationship, warm, cosy and intimate. Well, today is a beautiful day for David and Rebecca and for you all. It is a real privilege to share this special occasion with them. This wedding is a celebration of this couple's successful and fulfilling relationship, and they are so grateful to all of you for being here today to witness this deeply meaningful, significant event in both their lives. After today, it may seem in some ways as though life has not changed, as this couple have shared a life together for many years. But they will both recognise the difference on a new level because of the values they hold about marriage. They feel marriage is the ultimate sign of love and commitment that they could possibly make to one another. Today, David and Rebecca take the first step toward the rest of their life and the next step in officially becoming a family. This marriage will reinforce the foundation they've already created and fortify their relationship in the years to come. We'd like to invite Rebecca's sister Samantha to share a reading with us, please.
True love is a sacred flame that burns internally, and no one can dim its special glow or change its destiny. True love speaks in tender tones and hearts with gentle ear. True love gives with open heart, and true love conquers fear. True love makes no harsh demands, it neither rules nor binds, and true love holds with gentle hand the heart that it entwines.
Thank you, Samantha. True love is something that you do see in David and Rebecca's eyes. This couple are so many things to one another. Lovers, friends, committed partners with the highest of regard for one another. David and Rebecca are each other's fuel, each other's strength, encouraging the other to their full potential. Today they make a commitment to each other and promise to be there for each other no matter what life brings. The love and respect that David and Rebecca have for each other is a direct influence of their role models, who they would like to acknowledge today. Rebecca's parents, Kerry and Patricia. And David's parents, Mary and Leo. The happiness within your marriages has provided an ongoing example to your children of the joy that a stable, loving commitment can bring. You've inspired them to settle for nothing less than the very best in life and in a partner. And they deeply appreciate your ongoing support, love, and the care you show them every day. Not surprisingly, these are the qualities that David and Rebecca have sought out as an essential element in their own ideal partner, and quality that they treasure in each other. This couple draw such energy from the close family involvement they enjoy. They welcome it into their future married life. On that note, may I welcome Rebecca's brother Nathan to share a reading with us, please.
A reading from the book of Sirach. Bless the wife of a good wife, the husband of a good wife, for as lengthened are his days. A worthy wife brings joy to her husband, peaceful and full in his life. A good wife is a generous gift bestowed upon him who fears the Lord. Be he rich or poor, his heart is content, and his smile is ever on his face. A gracious wife delights her husband. Her thoughtfulness puts flesh on his bones. A gift from the Lord is her governed speech, is her firm virtue, is a surpassing worth. Choices of blessings is a modest wife, prices of her chaste soul. A holy and decent woman adds grace upon grace. Indeed, no price is worthy of her temperous soul. Like the sun rising in the Lord's heavens, the beauty of a virtuous wife is the radiance of her home. The word of the Lord.
Thank you, Nathan. Ladies and gentlemen, this couple have not arrived at this point on a whim. Marriage represents a promise to share their life with one another. It is their sacred commitment to always be there for each other, no matter the situation. Marriage holds within it the dream of building a family with each other and having fun while supporting each other's dreams. This beautiful couple view marriage as a long-term commitment and relationship, with the affectionate vision of growing old together. When it comes to planning your wedding, choosing a bridal party is an important decision for any couple. And it is an honour to introduce Rebecca's maid of honour, Sarah, and the bridesmaids, Samantha, Vanessa, and Lisa, along with David's best man, Robert, and groomsmen, Stephen, James, and Adrian. David and Rebecca are excited to have you beside them, sharing the fun of their wedding. And they feel very lucky to have friends like you. And they will forever remember you for the special role you have played with them and all the help you've offered with organising their wedding. This bride and groom have the utmost respect for each other, to the degree that they individually feel that their partner puts them first. With each other, every dream, big or small, is so much more possible. In each other's eyes, they see an encouraging smile. Well, David and Rebecca, before you are joined in marriage, in my presence and in the presence of these witnesses, I am to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship into which you are now about to enter. Marriage, according to the law in Australia, is the union of a man and a woman, to the exclusion of all others, voluntarily entered into for life. Well, the time has come now to say your vows, and I will ask you both to hold each other's hands fully and look into each other's eyes so that you may experience this unique moment. David, if you would please repeat after me. I call upon the persons here present to witness that I, David, take you, Rebecca, to be my lawfully wedded wife. And this one is for you to read.
Rebecca, from this day I choose you to be my wife, to live with and laugh with. I promise to support you, care for you, and always be there for you. I love you today, tomorrow, and forever.
Thank you. And now, Rebecca, if I may ask you to repeat after me. I call upon the persons here present to witness that I, Rebecca, take you, David, to be my lawfully wedded husband. And now, here are your vows.
David, you are the most important person in my life. You make me the happiest girl in the world standing in front of you today, becoming your wife. I promise to always be honest and faithful to you and to love and support you every single day. I truly love you.
Thank you, Rebecca. Well, today, David and Rebecca would like to give each other the gift of a wedding ring as an outward symbol of marriage and commitment. May we have the rings, please? If you could give the ring to David, please. David, please take Rebecca's hand and repeat after me. This ring is just one of the many symbols of our love. I would be honoured if you would wear this ring for both the world and myself to recognise our commitment to each other. And now put it on.
Don't want to drop it. Is that all on?
Yeah, hard. And now if you could give the ring to Rebecca. If you would take David's hand as you slide the ring on and repeat after me. This ring is just one of the many symbols of our love. I would be honoured if you would wear this ring for both the world and myself to recognise our commitment to each other. Thank you.
That's right.
Get it on there.
Okay, join hands. Well, loving someone and being loved brings happiness. And it is in looking after one another that brings David and Rebecca the most joy in life. The feeling of belonging to each other's families is further demonstrated by the way each family has accepted them and their relationship. To symbolise this acceptance and joining the Doreen and Orofici families through marriage, David and Rebecca would like to call upon their parents to join them in a candle lighting ceremony. So if I can have the two lots of parents coming forward, please.
Then we come to the sides.
Come around the back.
Okay, so with the Orofici and Doreen families, take their candle.
Your big candle.
Okay.
You light the tea candle. You hold his hand.
Please light the two smaller candles to represent your families and your lives to this moment.
They're the wrong family. They're lighting the Doreen candle. Don't worry about it.
The lights representing the faith, wisdom and love that they have received from their parents are distinct, each burning alone. And it's now time for David and Rebecca to light the centre candle with their family candles, joining together as one light, as with your marriage, creating one new family, enriched with all the love, support, blessings and warmth of both families. As this one light burns undivided, so shall their love be one with God. From now on, their thoughts shall be for each other rather than for their individual selves. Their joys and sorrows will be shared alike. As this one light cannot be divided, neither shall your lives be divided. Two families join together to form a new one. May the radiance of this one light and the journey together be a demonstration of their unity. We thank this couple's families for their participation in the candle lighting. You may now return to your seats. Thank you. Friends, David and Rebecca have stood before all of you and declared that they will live and love together in marriage. They have joined hands, made special promises to each other and exchanged rings. David and Rebecca, it is my great personal honour to declare you to be husband and wife. David, you may kiss your beautiful bride. Well, it's now time to sign the certificate, so may I ask Sarah and Robert to come forward, please, as our witnesses. And if I could ask you all to be kind enough to wait a few moments while we sign the official paperwork, please.
My love, here I stand before you. I am yours now. From this moment on, take my hand. Only you can stop me shaking. We'll share forever. This I promise you.
Dear friends, thank you for your patience. I ask now for you to place everything that you have in your hands down for a moment, because I would like to get my bride and groom their first round of applause as a married couple. And when I introduce them to you, please show your enthusiasm, as your applause means two things for every couple. It shows David and Rebecca how much you love them and how happy you are for them. So ladies and gentlemen, may please warmly receive into your community for the very first time as husband and wife, David and Rebecca Orofici. I think they really love you. Well, our time here together is almost over, but their journey in a wonderful marriage is just beginning. Please stand as one as David and Rebecca prepare to leave the chapel. To those of you who have a little bag of rose petals, be ready to throw them over David and Rebecca as they pass by. Shower them in rose petals and share in their joy. And wish for the very best future. They're not even listening, is it? For David and Rebecca.
I think they've stopped listening now.
Yeah, they have.
I'm listening.
David and Rebecca, I wish for you all the very best in life. I hope everyone has their petals ready. Do you want to take that or just leave it here? Okay. Let's all give them one final round of applause as Mr. and Mrs. Orofici leave the chapel.
Seems so far away. All this time you've been right in front of me. Ooh, it took so long for me to find, yeah. Ooh, suddenly our lives intertwine.
What day is it? And in what month? This clock never seems so alive. I can't keep up, and I can't back down. I've been losing so much time. 'Cause there's you and me, and all other people, nothing to do, nothing to lose. And it's you and me, and all other people, and I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Poets Lane. My name is Krista and it is my absolute pleasure to be your Master of Ceremonies this evening. Before I invite some very special people into the dining room this evening, I do have a few housekeeping announcements. Firstly, if there are any smokers in the room tonight, we do have a designated smoking area out the double doors at the foyer where there are ashtrays provided. For those of you who may have a card this evening and have not yet had a chance to place that card anywhere, there is a wishing well directly opposite me here, and you can place your cards in that at your own leisure throughout the night. Table 1, you will have noticed that there has been a guest book and some pens and stickers placed on your table. Rebecca and David have asked that you put your warmest wishes in that and pass it to the next table, so on and so forth. And table 12, I will collect that from you at the end of the night. Now for the moment we have all been waiting for. Please welcome David's lovely nonna, Angela Savaggio, accompanied by brother Sam Sapupo. Parents of the bride, Patricia and Kerry Doreen. Parents of the groom, Mary and Leo Orifici. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the bridal party. Bridesmaid and groomsmen, Lisa Orifici and Adrian Loretti. Vanessa and James Gale. Samantha Doreen and Stephen Messina. Sarah Ryan and Robert Chittleborough. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I think it is only fair that we have you all upstanding. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together as I invite formally for the first time as husband and wife into the dining room this evening, Mr. and Mrs. David and Rebecca Orifici. If you'd like to see your beautiful wife. Groomsmen, see your beautiful ladies. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated, sit back, relax, and entree will be served shortly.
I can't win, I can't reign, I will never win this game without you, without you, without you, without you, without you. I am lost, I am vain, I will never be the same without you, without you, without you, without you.
take blame, but I can't accept that we're estranged without you. Without you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it has now come to one of the most formal parts of this evening. If we could all please put a big warm welcome for Father of the Bride, Kerry Doreen.
Hello everyone. For those of you who may not know me, I'm the very good looking guy that belongs to this lovely little lady called Rebecca. Oh, the father, sorry. But as I have got some notes, and usually I don't have notes when I make a speech, but tonight I thought it was pretty important to have this in front of me, just in case I happen to maybe miss somebody that I should mention. And to be quite honest with you, I have had a few beers today, so I just hope... And I'm just hoping that you are all having a very good time as well. Yes. Yeah! The best part about this is that as father of the bride, I get the pleasure of making the first speech. And after 25 years of marriage myself, I know that I can get up tonight and talk about anything that I like without being interrupted or whatever. But in fairness to Pat, I've got a lovely wife too. When I get up at the cricket club to make a speech, and I'll just sort of sidetrack here for a little bit, all the guys say, oh, Kerry's going to give the day's proceedings, you know, like how we went today, etc. So, oh shit, he's going to be up for 20 minutes. So, go and fill up your beers. But I hope I'm not going to be like that tonight. I hope I don't bore you. I'm going to be pretty straight to the point, but I hope I'm going to say some nice things about some very special people in our lives. First of all, I would like to welcome everyone here in what I regard as being a very special occasion for two very special people in our lives. I'm going to say Beck and Dave because that's how I've always called them. I know I should say Rebecca and David, but I think that after what we saw today, it was a lovely ceremony and everything, and it was just great. So I would like to thank you all for coming. Secondly, I would like to welcome two other very important people in Dave's parents, Leo and Mary. And I'm sure you know these people very well. They're down on the table there. I would also like to invite all the relatives and families of both families. So welcome everyone. I'm glad I've got this easel here. Also, I would like to thank all those people that have travelled long distances tonight. And in particular, I'm going to mention these people because I think... what's the matter, Jill? I'm not drunk. I'll start off by mentioning my family, and I think a lot of people may have already met my family, but I've got brothers and sisters on the table over here. Chris, Rod, Brett, Julie, Colleen, and their partners. Colleen, Desi. Unfortunately, a couple of people couldn't be here, their partners tonight, but they've come all the way from Tassie tonight to make a very special night for Beck and Dave, and I know that Beck and Dave in particular are very happy about that, so we really appreciate that. Thank you. Now, Sarah from Canberra, Sarah Ryan. We're very glad to have Sarah here tonight, and I know Beck and Sarah go back a long way, and we're also very glad to have Sarah's parents, Hayden and Loretto. But anyway, Sarah, thank you very much for coming down. I know that Beck, you and Beck are very, very good friends. And I know there's another girl here, Michelle, who's come back from overseas. Now, where are you, Michelle? Now, I think you are a Collingwood supporter? Okay, I'll talk about that a little bit later. Oh, and Nat. Nat, put your hand up, Nat. Thank you very much for coming back. I came back to Brewer Creek and I'm really glad I did. Apparently I'm only supposed to have 5 minutes, but I think I'm going to go longer. But anyway, it's my speech, isn't it? I can say anything I like. No, look, I don't want to tie you up too long, but the other thing I would really like to do is to just thank everyone who has contributed towards the wedding tonight. Look, there are very many people who have been involved in the process, but I don't think any more than the two lovely people we have at the table in Beck and Dave. And I think if you got your invitations, when you saw those invitations, they looked like they were professionally done, but with the way they were done, and look, it was really great. We kicked in and helped them a little bit, but both lots of parents, Leo, Mary, their girls, our family, Pat, myself, and everyone. And look, if I happen to miss out on anyone else that has contributed to this tonight, I'm really sorry for not maybe mentioning your name, but it's really great that you have contributed towards such a special occasion for these two lovely people. So thank you. Now, I think I'm supposed to say something about my beautiful daughter. For those of you who don't know, Beck was born in Darwin. And believe it or not, within the space of about between 1987 and 1993, Beck actually lived in about 4 different places. Born in Darwin, went back to Canberra, went back to Hobart, and then over to Melbourne. And that was mainly through the fact that I worked with the bank and they moved me around. No one liked me, so they kept on moving me around. I think from the time that I knew Beck as a lovely little girl, and it's still hard to imagine that she's not my little girl anymore. But look, she was very heavily involved in sport in her early years. Is that too loud or? Okay. But look, Beck has been a very competitive person all her life. She liked netball, tennis, and also she loves the footy. And for those of you who don't know, she's a very keen Saints supporter. We'll get there one of these days. You know, today I look at Beck and I see a very independent, attractive, elegant, stunning young woman. And you obviously take after your mother. Of course, for those of you who know Beck, she inherits other traits from me, mainly her cooking. No, she is a very good cook. Quite often when Beck comes over for a meal, I'll be there on the lounge and we'll be having our trays on our laps, and she'll be saying, "Dad, oh, you're after a score, aren't you?" I might have cooked a nice meal or something. So I'd really like to know how it went. And then she just won't pass comment. She might sometimes go home and then text me and say 8 out of 10. But I'm happy with that. Now, Beck and I don't want to put too much dirt on, I haven't got too much dirt on Beck because the problem is that if I say too much about her tonight, I think she's got more on me than I have on her. So maybe we've probably called a bit of a truce in some respects. But I will say that Beck really loves her fishing. And at Narooma, which is where we go every Christmas just about, unfortunately Pat's mum, who lives in Narooma, passed away the other day, so we're very sorry about that. But look, we've had some great times there. And I remember we went out fishing one day and Beck was really seasick. Anyway, she said, Dad, I'm not going to let the seasick get to me. She said, I want to catch that big snapper down there. So while she was there singing out to Bert, and I'll tell you what, I reckon she bought the biggest snapper in that I've ever seen before. And I'll tell you what, I reckon she's probably going to be the same way with Dave. There's no way known she's going to let him go very quickly either. Look, I won't bore you with too many more details about my daughter, but Pat, myself, Nathan and Sam, we're so proud of our lovely daughter tonight. And I think that I don't think I've ever seen anything more beautiful today than seeing Beck dressed up as you were. It almost brought a tear to my eye. I think it did. Sorry, Pat, I know I'm bragging on a bit. Now for Dave. I know I've got to try and say some nice things about Dave. I'm really struggling. No, but look, I suppose from the first time I met Dave, I really thought that he might be the one. But you can never be too sure, can you? I suppose every father hopes his daughter will find a reliable, sensible and considering partner. And Dave, you certainly come up trumps in all these categories, mate.
Number one.
I can relate just a little situation to you when they were just about to announce their engagement, and it was a Saturday and I was home and got a text message, and anyway said, Kerry, are you going to be home? And I thought, this is a bit unusual for Dave to be, sending this text message to me. He doesn't normally know if I'm going to be home. Anyway, I thought to myself, well, I said to Pat, oh, I wonder what Dave wants. I thought he's not going to come home and try me bloody new pumpkin scones. You know, I know I'm a pretty good cook, but anyway. So anyway, he comes to the door and had a bit of a wry smile on his face, and I thought, oh yeah, you want my daughter, don't you? I said, okay, you can have her. Look, I think he's also a Geelong supporter, which makes him not a bad bloke considering they're going to be playing the Pies next week. There's no doubt there's always going to be a fair bit of rivalry in the household when Beck being a Saints supporter and Dave being Geelong. We haven't exactly, being a Saints supporter, we haven't exactly done all that well over the last couple of years, but anyway, when I take over as being coach, I think I'll change that. I'm sorry to tie you up. I know this is dragging you on. But as I said, really, who gives a shit? I do really want to mention something about Dave on his Bucks Day. And Dave, I'm really sorry about this, but it was one of the things that was probably a highlight since I've known you. They made him, on his Bucks Day, they got him dressed up in a beautiful flowery dress, nice purple sort of thing, from the op shop in Parkdale, I think it was. And when he got dressed up, he's coming out, you know, with his runners on and beautiful hairy legs. He's trying to avoid the traffic and running down. But Leo and I are up in the car and just, you know, have a bit of a laugh. And anyway, but they made him keep the dress on for the 10-pin bowling. Tell you what, mate, they're the best set of pins I've ever seen. Now, Dave, marriage will teach you many things, and there is no challenge in a marriage that can't be overcome by one of the following. There are 4 things. I was wrong, dear. You were right, dear. Yes, dear. And I love you, dear. Now, I would just like to leave you with this thought. The actor Richard Burton once said that a woman accepts a man from what he is and then spends the rest of her life trying to change him. So, if we can all take one last look at Dave as we know him, because Beck's remodelling of Dave starts first thing in the morning. Thank you all for listening to me, and I hope I haven't sort of gone overboard, but the last thing I want to do is to have everyone standing up and drink a toast to the lovely couple, Beck and Dave, and make it very special for their day. To Beck and Dave.
That was beautiful, Kerry. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big warm welcome to Leo Orofici.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I won't make it as long as Kerry did there. He's a master of all the speeches, but I'm not. I'm hopeless on speeches anyway. I'd like to welcome everyone down here tonight. I hope you're having a good time. Thank you for all the lovely gifts. And first of all, anyway, I should go back and welcome Beck in our family, the new Orofici. I hope my name lives on now. I thought it was dying off, but anyway, we're trying to keep it on. They all look beautiful, the bridal party here, boys and girls. Proud of yous, you know. I know you all eat too much, but try not to. Secondly, I'd like to welcome Beck and Kerry and your family, you know. I've lost for words now. Yeah, there's not much I can say. I hope you have a good time, all of yous, and I hope that the food's been good for you and everything. Yeah. That's about it. Drink up, be merry. The other thing, I got a message from my sister in Italy that wishes you all the best and good future together. She said she's sorry she can't be here, but anyway. And the other one is Uncle Giuseppe. You remember you playing cards with him? And your nonno chasing you around the garden. I spoke to him the other night. Yes, I wish him all the best. And yeah, yes, ma'am. Dave? Who's Dave? I don't know. Yes. My son. My little son. He looks a bit like me, but I don't know. I've got doubts about him. I asked Oakley, his mother, I say, is he mine? And she said, oh, yeah, he is. I think you were playing around with an Ockman. Anyway, I'll keep it short, okay? Have a lovely night, enjoy yourself, thanks for all the gifts and everything, and have a good night. Thank you.
Thank you, Leah, that was beautiful. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Maid of Honour, Sarah Ryan.
Hi. Speeches aren't really my thing, so bear with me. I've prepared something small, but firstly, thank you for including me in your bridal party, both of you. I really, really appreciate it. So, I have a poem. Hang on, I'll try and do this again. I had a feeling from the day we first met that you'd be a friend I would never forget. From grade 2 until now, a million memories we have made. We have laughed so much that we cried, and not a minute I would trade. Two little girls who would become good friends. We were model students throughout primary school, diligent, studious and caring, but on the monkey bars we did rule. I know. I will always fondly remember the special times we shared. You've been the truest of friends, always showing you cared. From St. Louis to Kilbreda and out the other side, it was an honour and privilege for me to watch you become a beautiful bride. Soon after, you and David began to date. Early on, it was clear this union was fate. Speaking on behalf of everybody here, we all agree Rebecca and David are meant to be. David adores Rebecca, as you can guess, even though she can create a bit of a mess. Becca adores David, it's clear they belong, even though he unfortunately barracks for Geelong. Today is the day you will always remember. You married David, the love of your life. It started as two people together in love, and today as husband and wife. Thank you.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, that was absolutely beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for best man, Robert Chiddleburgh.
I've known Dave for a long time, about 14 years, meeting in high school. We've had a lot of good times together, but you know, Dave, you've always been a really strong, level-headed and reliable friend, and I thank you for being exactly that. You're a man I really respect, and congratulations. Beck, I've known you long enough to tell that you're a really genuine, kind-hearted, caring girl, and I just have to say you're absolutely gorgeous in your wedding dress today. David, Beck, you make a wonderful couple, and there's no doubt that you'll have a really wonderful, fulfilling life together. And honestly, I wish you all the best. I see that you guys are so well suited. But I think you'll have a really tough decision when it comes to telling your kids which team to barrack for. As Kerry basically touched on earlier, as the wedding cake suggests, there's a St Kilda Geelong divide there. Yes, definitely. Look, everyone who knows Dave knows that he's, you know, not the most expressive when it comes to discussing his feelings among his mates. So at this point in time, I'd like to invite Sean to the stage to join me in putting words into Dave's mouth and reading in between the lines of things that he has told us.
Thank you very much. Oh, well, bless my soul, what's wrong with me? I'm itching like a man on a buzzy tree. My friends say I'm acting wild as a bug. I'm in love, I'm all shook up. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. When my hands are shaking and my knees are weak, I can't seem to stand on my own 2 feet. Who do you think of when you have such luck? I'm in love, I'm all shook up. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Please don't ask me what's on my mind. I'm a little mixed up, but I'm feeling fine. And I met the girl that I love best. My heart beats so it scares me to death that she touched my hand. What a chill I got. Lips are like a volcano that's hot. I'm proud to say that she's my buttercup. I'm in love, I'm all shook up. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. When my tongue gets tied when I try to speak, my inside shaking like a leaf on a tree. There's only one cure for this body of mine, and that's to have that girl and a love so fine. She touched my hand, oh what a chill I got. Her lips are like a volcano that's hot. I'm proud to say that she's my buttercup. I'm in love, I'm all shook up. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah. I'm all shook up. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think that deserves another big round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, keep putting your hands together. It gives me great pleasure to invite David himself up to say a few words.
Alright, I don't know how I'm going to top that. I'm going to get up and sing. Okay, on behalf of my beautiful wife and I, we'd like to start by thanking everyone for coming today and sharing our special day with us. It's great to see so many of our friends and family, and I can honestly say it would not have been the same without you. Just an awful lot cheaper. For those of you who have travelled a long way to be here with us tonight, we greatly appreciate it, especially to Kerry's family, who have made their way over from Tasmania.
And we got lost.
This is the first time I've met most of you, so it's probably not the best time to crack a Tasmanian joke. But if you're anything like Kerry, I hope you have enough beer. Sadly, there are some people very special and dear to us who cannot be here today. But we know they're all thinking of us, and likewise we are doing the same. Thank you for all the wonderful gifts and cards that you have given us. We're very touched by your generosity. Thank you to Poets Lane for allowing us to have our wedding at such a beautiful venue. Next, I'd like to thank Kerry for giving his daughter's hand in marriage. To his lovely wife Pat, their son Nathan and daughter Sam for all welcoming me into their loving family. From the first day I started dating their daughter, I've been made to feel truly welcome and part of the Doreen household. From the very first, I know Kerry trusts me with his daughter as he's already given me a receipt which he's asked me to sign. It reads, received, one daughter in perfect condition, fully guaranteed and warranted, keep topped up with expensive jewellery, lots of fine food, bottled wine, and of course a St Kilda membership. Comes complete with all optional extras. Not to be outdone, my father Leo has a receipt for Beck to sign. It reads, received one son, sold as seen, no refunds under any circumstances. Dehydrates easily, top up regularly with beer. Thank you both for all your help with the wedding. I promise to take very good care of your daughter. I also want to say thank you to my parents who put up with me for all these years. You have both been there for me when I've needed you and given me a wonderful start in life, and I'm very fortunate and proud to have you as my mum and dad. To say just thank you doesn't nearly seem enough. I can never repay the debt that I owe you for all that you have done for me over the years. You have both taught me to be the person I am today. I'm thankful for all your support and acceptance of Beck and myself throughout our relationship. Also, thank you for making this day possible. Moving on to the bridal party. The bridesmaids, Sarah, Sam, Vanessa and Lisa. Don't they all look stunning tonight? Almost as stunning as the guys made me look on my bucks. Lisa has done a fantastic job with her hair and really appreciate all the time and effort you have put in. Thanks for looking after Beck on her hens. Whoever's idea was to draw on her face, good one. It scared the crap out of me in the morning, waking up to that face. Also, well done for getting Beck here today on time. That's something I haven't been able to achieve just yet. Special thanks to Sarah, maid of honour. I know it's been hard for you going back and forth from Canberra, but every time Beck has needed you, you've been here for her and she's very grateful for that. Thank you to the groomsmen, Rob, Steve, James and Adrian, who also look quite stunning tonight. We appreciate all your help and support over the past year with the planning of our wedding. To my best friend Rob, even though we don't see each other as much, our friendship is still as strong as it was back in Year 7. Thanks for your support and guidance over the years. I'm sure we will be best friends for a long time to come. Last but not least, a special thanks to my wife. It's going to take a while to get used to saying that. Please raise your glass for the bride. To the new Mrs. Orifici. As a teacher, she's definitely brave taking on that name. She looks absolutely beautiful tonight and I'm very lucky to be her husband. We've known each other for over 5 years and I couldn't imagine my life without her. I knew from the first day that I had found someone special. She's done an amazing job organising this wedding, from choosing the venue to the homemade bomboniere. I think everything has come together perfectly and you should be very proud. I love you very much and can't wait to start our married life together. We both truly hope everyone is enjoying themselves. Please keep drinking and make your way out onto the dance floor and be sure not to miss your requested song. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think you'll all agree that all of our speakers did an amazing job tonight, so how about another big round of applause? I would now like to invite both Rebecca and Kerry onto the dance floor for their father-daughter waltz.
We will fly when the cold blows and the sun laughing all the people that in the situation. And you will free the beautiful bird that's crying inside your heart. And you hear her, she cries so loud, stay around, all the water and clouds. That's the way it's gonna be, little darling. You're riding on the horses, yeah, yeah. Way up in the sky, little darling. And if you fall, pick you up, pick you You will grow and look to me go. Even then, I hear all the people of the world. One bird's lone cry. See them try every way they know how to make this goodbye. You see them, he's down on the ground. So hold tight, hold it all around. That's the way it's gonna be, little darling. You go riding on the horses, yeah, yeah. Way up in the sky, little darling. And if you fall, pick you up, pick you up. That's the way it's gonna be, little darling. You go riding on the horses, yeah, yeah. Way up in the sky, little darling. And if you fall, pick you up, pick you up. That's the way it's gonna be, little darling. You go riding on the horses, yeah, yeah. Way up in the sky, little darling. Pick you up, pick you up. That's the way it's gonna be, little darling. You go riding on the horses, yeah, yeah. Way up in the sky, little darling. If you fall, pick you up, pick you up. That's the way it's gonna be, little darling. You go riding on the horses, yeah, yeah.
I came to dance, 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 dance. I hit the floor cause that's my plans, 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 plans. I'm wearing all my favorite brands, 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 brands. Give me some space for both my hands, 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 hands. Yeah, yeah, cause it goes on and on and on. And it goes on and on and on. Yeah, I throw my hands up in the air sometimes, saying, ayo, gotta let go. I wanna celebrate and live my life, saying, ayo, baby, let's go. Cause we gon' rock this club, we gon' go all night. We gon' light it up like it's time. came to move, 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 move. Get out the way of me and my crew, 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 crew. I'm in the club, so I'm gonna do just what the folk came here to do. Yep, yep, 'cause it goes on and on and on. And it goes on and on and on. Yeah, I throw my hands up in the air sometimes, saying, ayo, gotta let go. I wanna celebrate and live my life, saying, ayo, baby, let's go. 'Cause we gon' rock this club, we gon' go all night. We gon' light it up like it's dynamite. 'Cause I told you once, now I told you twice. We gon' light it up like it's dynamite. I'm gonna take it all, I'm gonna be the last one standing. Higher overall, I'm gonna be the last one landing. 'Cause I believe it, and I just want it all. I just want it all. I'm gonna put my hands in the air, hands in the air. Put your hands in the air. I throw my hands up in the air sometimes, saying, ayo, gotta let go. I wanna celebrate and live my life, saying, ayo, baby, let's go. 'Cause we gon' rock this club, we gon' go all night. We gon' light it up like it's dynamite. 'Cause I told you once, now I told you twice. We gon' light it up like it's dynamite.
1, 2, 3. Count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, her eyes make the stars look like they're not shining. Her hair falls perfectly without her trying. She's so beautiful, and I tell her every day. Yeah, I know, when I compliment her, she won't believe me. And it's so sad to think that she don't see what I see. But every time she asks me, do I look okay? I say, when I see your face, there's not a thing that I would change. 'Cause you're amazing, just the way you are. And when you smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while. 'Cause girl, you're amazing, just the way you are. Yeah. Her lips, I could kiss them all day if she'd let me. Her laugh, she hates, but I think it's so sexy. She's so beautiful, and I tell her every day. Oh, you know, I never ask you to change. If perfect's what you're searching for, then just stay the same. So don't even bother asking if you look okay. You know I